Hey guys, how's it going? T. Kent Nelson again with my lovely wife Lori, and today we're going to talk about the inward gunting from Panantukan and how we can use it with each other, how we can use it on a wooden dummy, and how we can use it on home training equipment. So first, let's talk about the inward gunting really quickly. This video is not meant to teach you all the ins and outs and the details of the inward gunting. It's really just kind of meant like if you already have it, you already understand it. We're gonna kind of build on that and give you some ways to play with it. But if you've never seen it before, you are definitely gonna learn something from this. So we're gonna take this from her jab. So when she throws her jab, I'll just have her leave this out here for a minute so I can talk to you guys. In inward gunting, I'm gonna have one hand on the outside, one hand on the inside, and I'm basically gonna make this scissoring motion. I'm gonna come across basically with a parry, and this other hand's gonna come across and strike into the bicep, right? So we're looking at this motion here. Now I'm gonna do this with an open hand for my wife, but when we train this a lot of times, we're gonna use the knuckle ridge where we strike it in here, or we might use the big knuckle where we come in here, or we might use the palm where we smash it in here. There's lots of different ways to play with this. A lot of times we like to take knee pads and slide them up onto the biceps and bang and nail each other with them, but we're not gonna do that to Lori today. So just practice this. She sends her jab, and we're just gonna move off to the side and give that smack. And again, give that smack, and again, give that smack, and last time, we're gonna give that smack. And of course, when we're looking at this, this can be done raking to the face, this can be done taking that other hand, but this is how we're gonna practice it for right now. So let's take a look at just that motion on the dummy and on our home training equipment. Okay, here we're gonna talk about our inward gunting. First, we'll show you on the dummy, and then of course, I got my setup right behind me for our home version, okay? Doesn't look like the best, but it'll still do the job. So we do the inward gunting. So we showed you we want to come through at in the beginning, especially when they're throwing that jab at us, right? So the same thing we're gonna do here is I'm going to just parry that, move off to the side, and I'm going to rake through, okay? I'm just going to rake through. Now when I do this, when I rake through, I have a choice. I can either slap this, which is one method, or I can kind of knuckle this, which is gonna hurt. So I don't wanna knuckle it, I wanna miss. So I would say that if you're going to use the knuckles or the fist, miss the arm. So you can work the full motion of coming through. If you wanna work the contact, open up your hand and just lightly make the contact with the arm. So let's take a look at it now on the home piece. Okay, so let's take a look at that inward gunting. Same idea. I'm still gonna parry on this. I'm still gonna bring this through. The only difference is with the chair, I probably don't wanna slap the chair because I really run the risk of knocking this off this carefully balanced platform I have weighted down. So instead, I'm going to just clear this completely, right? So I just clear this completely, clear this completely, clear this completely, clear it completely, clear it completely, clear it completely, which is a pretty even translation from your dummy. Okay, now that you have that motion, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at coming back with a vertical strike, okay? So she sends her shot, I'm gonna inward gunting, I'm gonna bring this hand into my chest. So when I do this motion, I come up my center, okay? So I do this, I come up my center so I can send a vertical shot next, right? Now, I know it sounds strange, a lot of people look at this and they go, wait a minute, Nelson, you're gonna punch your wife right in the face? I'm gonna try not to. But, personally, I like this better as a finger jab because it's hard to get a lot of like power behind this right away, right? So if you're first learning this, I mean, it's not that you can't develop power from here, you absolutely can. But if you're first learning this and you're trying to defend yourself, a shot to the eye works so much better and it doesn't require all the power. So when she sends a shot, right, finding this shot to the eyeball is really what we're looking for. So we see this inward gunting come to my center, fire it to the eyeball, right? Inward gunting, come to the center, fire it to the eyeball. So I use the fist so I don't accidentally poke my partner in the eye, because that is really what I'm trying to do, is take the eyeball. And here, my partner might get a little mad at me if I bump him with a fist, but you know, they're still gonna be able to see out of both eyes. So let's take a look at how we can add that on the dummy and on the home training equipment. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're going to add that vertical shot in, okay? So we're gonna go to the inward gunting, bring it to our chest, and vertical shot. Inward gunting, bring it to the chest, and vertical shot. This is just easy ways to play this, okay? I can slap it, and I'll go back and forth between the jab, between the vertical punch and the finger jab. Finger jab, vertical punch, finger jab. All right, let's try this on the home equipment. So here now we're going to inward gunting, and we're going to go directly to that linear shot. So now, like I said, I can inward gunting, bring it to my center of my chest and come forward. Inward gunting, bring it to the center of my chest and come forward. So inward gunting to finger jab, inward gunting to finger jab, inward gunting to finger jab, inward gunting to finger jab. And you'll notice again, I'm getting offline from this table leg that's right in my center, right? So I get offline so I can get the shot. I get offline so I'm not standing in front of the person. I get offline, get the shot. Get offline, get the shot. All right, once we understand that, how to get that straight shot in, now let's take a look at more of an angled shot instead of a straight shot. So I'm going to inward gunting, and now I'm going to bring this up, and my elbow winds up coming up first, so I get more of this angled shot right here. So you can see we can do more of a hammer fist strike. We can open up the hand and make it a knife hand or a sutsao. We can even come in and we can make this a bash with the forearm. We can do any of those that we want to. So we inward gunting, bring it up, elbow comes up first, which allows for that hinge motion, okay? Whether I go knife hand, whether I go forearm, whether I go hammer fist, it's all still this hinge motion, right? Boom. Knife hand, forearm. One more time, we got hammer, we got knife hand, we got forearm. Just different ways to play. All right, now let's put that angled shot in, that hammer fist or the hammer fist or the knife hand, right? So now the same idea is when I come here, I'm going to raise that elbow, like I said, and just knife hand it. Or I can inward gunting, raise the elbow, and hammer. Or I can inward gunting, raise the elbow, and I can forearm smash. So just be careful, but it's the same motions as before. The inward gunting is the same. Now just instead of having the hand up and the elbow low, we're going to have the elbow up so we can fire. Raise the elbow, shoot. Raise the elbow, shoot. Raise the elbow, shoot. Raise the elbow, shoot. So let's take a look at this on the home equipment. All right, let's talk about that ankle shot. So now the same idea, right? So I clear it, I bring the elbow up first, and I fire. I clear with my inward gunting, I bring the elbow up first, and I fire. Clear, elbow up and 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 fire. So I inward gunting, I raise and I hit. Inward gunting, I raise the elbow and hit. Inward gunting, raise the elbow and hit. Inward gunting, raise the elbow and hit. And that's a couple different ways we're going to add in strikes into our inward gunting. Okay, and for the last one with the inward gunting, we're actually going to look at a kind of a hidden strike that goes inside of it. So we've seen this as the inward gunting by itself. We've seen this as an inward gunting with a straight shot. We've seen this as an inward gunting with an angled shot. But I want you to watch something here. What most people don't notice is the slide into the finger jab here before I send this shot, or the slide into the finger jab here before I send the angled shot. So when I'm doing this, I make the contact, the parrying hand will slide up the arm and find the eyeball. All right, so we get this motion right here. So we put that slide in. It doesn't matter if you go vertical. Doesn't matter if you go horizontal. We're just getting that slide in. So she's taking the two shots. She's taking this shot here, and she's also taking that shot there before the follow-up shots come in. So let's talk about how we can add that little extra piece in on your dummy and on your home equipment. Okay, so now that you've seen that, how to put the extra finger jab in, let's do it on the dummy. So now, as I do this gunting motion, I'm going to slide off of this simultaneously, okay? So I hit and slide simultaneously, or I hit and slide simultaneously, and then it's my choice if I want to go vertical, or not vertical, if I want to go with a straight shot, or if I want to go in with an angled shot, right? So now I gunting and finger jab, finish with a shot. gunting in, finger jab, finish with a shot. So they slide together, sort of like going like this here, right? Think of that motion. And then you just do a little faster. One thing I try to do is I try to slide up to about mid, if not just past mid forearm, so I know I got a good projection forward into that eyeball. So let's try this on the home equipment. Okay, so now we're gonna slide on this chair's leg, right? So we do our inward gunting. I'm still gonna slide forward and then put my shot in, right? Inward gunting as I slide forward and put my shot in. And this is where it's helpful, again, to have a reference point to know exactly where you're going. So as I inward gunting, I slide forward to take the eye, and I put my shot in. I inward gunting, I slide to take the eye, and I put my shot in. Inward gunting, slide and take the eye, put my shot in. Inward gunting, slide and take the eye, put my shot in. And that's just a few ways to be able to train your inward gunting with a partner, with a dummy, and with some home equipment when you don't have a partner or a dummy.